Thanks everybody for joining us for Gunpla this so far. This is going to be our last broadcast, like I was saying. But I think we're going to have fun tonight. We're going to put the last bit of armor on our boy here, our RX-72 RX-78-2 Perfect Grade Unleashed. I did notice we missed a step back here when we did this part over here where we put the tops and the sides on the backpack, and we inserted the backpack back into the body, but we completely missed this etch sticker here, which goes on the back. Are you not still gonna do Saturdays as your repair Gunpla streams? No, Saturday is still gonna be repair and or Gunpla stream. But Tuesday we're gonna go back to playing retro games as per usual. With Thursday, also probably being retro games, or maybe I might do a collab. We'll have to see. I'm trying to convince some people to buy Vampire Survivors, because I think that would be real fun to play on stream with some other VTubers, because it is co-op. But this guy right here, I gotta put a sticker on this guy. Oh, Sparky, you like Vampire Survivors? I have been having a ton of fun playing it. I haven't had a lot of free time, but that free time that I have had has been spent worrying, and then the free time that wasn't spent worrying was spent playing Vampire Survivors while worrying. Oh, that's awesome. Well, maybe we can do like a community Vampire Survivors game, because it has up to 4-player co-op, right? I've been playing it with a buddy of mine, co-op off and on when they're available, and I think I remember seeing it was 4-player co-op. So yeah, maybe we can do a community game night, do some Vampire Survivors, if I can't get some collab together, or maybe even if I can get a collab together. I was showing Coobs the game. I don't know if they are gonna get it or not, but actually, you know what? It doesn't even matter. With the you play co-op through Play Together, so it only matters that I have the game. I just want to make sure to line this up. I love these etch stickers, but I also hate them. They're kind of finicky. Like, the adhesive is not very good. All right, I think that's about as best as we're going to be able to do. It's not 100% even on there, but yeah, I think it's good. All right, cool. All right, now that that's over with, plug our backpack back in. We can get rid of this mess. Now we're done with all this stuff. Oh, the Castlevania DLC is really good. I just unlocked Richter. I haven't beaten Dracula yet. Now, I have been spoiled a little bit on what you can do afterwards, because there's so much information about that game that you have to digest that it was just inevitable. I was going to get spoiled about stuff when I had to hit the wiki to look things up, but What did the bison say to his son when he left the ranch? Bison. 3 down, 7 more dad jokes to go. All right, don't blow them all at the beginning of the stream. Let's hold some back for later. We're gonna be here a while because I want to finish this model before we end the stream today. Although I might take an extra long break to go get a milkshake. Maybe. I had a root beer float earlier today and it was disgusting. Like, I was so disappointed because I really wanted a nice sweet treat. And so I ordered a root beer at this restaurant that I was at today. And it was like some fancy burger place. And I should have known something was up when they offered root beer floats. They brought me root beer float. And it was made, like, first of all, the root beer they used was kind of gross. It was like some craft root beer, which sometimes they're really good, but I mean, sometimes they're really not good. And so this was some craft root beer that I didn't particularly like. And they didn't use ice cream. They used whipped cream. Whipped cream! Not ice cream, whipped cream. Who does this? What a crime! They should be arrested immediately. Like, that is a crime against nature and all that is good. Kay, I missed a joke up in chat. Well, I was considering to make a joke about cucumber, but I have to queue just to make that cucumber joke. What food dishes? It's wonton. I got that one. Was there another one I missed? What did one bread slice say to the other before the race? You're toast. I saw that one earlier in the chat, but it was before we started. But I will repeat it for our audio listeners. Oh my god, I got a milkshake while I was away, and they used milk and Cool Whip. It was gross, so I feel, yeah, on the root beer float. Who are these people? Who are these people that think Cool Whip and whipped cream are viable substitutes for ice cream? Like, is there like a TikTok or something, like a life hack TikTok going around that's super viral, where like, oh, instead of using ice cream, use whipped cream. It's the same thing. That's got to be it. That's got to be it. Yeah, it's a crime. It is absolutely a crime. Anyways, probably AI generated. We're gonna move. We're gonna move on. We did the legs. Oh, we didn't do the chest armor. Gotta do the chest armor next. Waist armor. Oh no, waist armor actually. Here we go. I went to the aquarium this weekend, but I didn't stay long. It smell fishy. Yes, aquariums do generally smell fishy. The whipped cream is supposed to go on top only. Yeah, like as a nice little garnish. Actually, I don't even like whipped cream. That's actually another problem. I don't like whipped cream, chat. I don't like whipped cream. Like, whenever I get a shake or a sundae or whatever, and they're like whipped cream, and I'm like, no, thank you. I mean, it's not bad. I mean, if someone put it on there, I mean, I'd still drink the drink. I wouldn't eat the whipped cream afterwards, but like, yeah, I'm the same way, Warball. Yeah, it's okay. But yeah, the entire drink being like whipped cream, gross. Actually, Sparky, you make a good point. Real whipped cream is actually kind of good. I have actually made real whipped cream at home with like, I have like those battery powered mixer things, that you use to like mix coffee stuff, or like I use it for chocolate milk. But yeah, I've totally made whipped cream for people. You know, just heavy whipping cream, some sugar. Get one of those guys and just buzz it until it turns solid, and there you go. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Just don't go too long; it'll turn into butter. You don't want your whipped cream to turn into butter. I kind of maybe made kind of liquidy butter one time. Because I knew that you could make butter that way, but I didn't know how long till it became butter. And the answer is, if you're using a motorized tool, it's not that long, actually. Anyways. All right, let's start with N4, the last piece. Oh, we get to start the stream off with finishing off a sprue. It's a red one, though. Here, let's... And we'll get these guys up higher on the gate. All right, out of here. To the pile. Pile's getting... It's like this high off my floor right now. It's like literally this tall. It's like it's such a big pile. Might need to look up if there are techniques for sharpening your god hand nips, because I think I might have dulled mine somehow. Or maybe they just have a certain number of kits you build and before they start to dull. I mean, it is a very, very, very thin blade, so even with soft plastics, it'll dull eventually. All right, where does this piece go? Oh, and we also need a little guide, G2. Number 20 on G2. Where's number 20? There it is. Oh, such a wee guy. Such a wee fella. Oh my gosh, that's such a big paragraph in chat. Let me catch up with that. Buy mine from local dairy. So there's this kid, right? Real into Gunpla, yeah? Did their best to keep up with the projects as they dropped. Well, one day they got in trouble at school, weren't paying attention. So their parents found out. The kid got their allowance cut and couldn't keep up anymore. So to catch up, they cut some lawns, trimmed some hedges, did a couple odd jobs just to get some dough. So in the end, they were able to nip the problem in the bud. And even got a spruce up the neighborhood as well. That had me going places. I did not expect that ending. That was well done. Well done. Bravo. Bravo. It was very silly. Oh man. I thought this was going to be like and that boy and that person was me. Moral of the story or something. Nope, it was a pun. The whole time for the pun, hook, line, and sinker. Oh, that looks so nice. Yeah, cool. All right, and this goes in our waistband. Right there, I think. that, I assume? Okay. I noticed the commands didn't mention the intro fighter specific commands. If Retro didn't really relay it verbally already, emote with emoticon, aside from that, just chatting triggers a respawn. I like the slow clap, the noise suppression cut it out, but it was amusing too. Yeah. So the reason I don't talk about the commands for the intro fighters is they're right up here on the screen. So they might not be super easy to read though, so I might have to play with the settings to make them easier to read. But yeah, the instructions are usually up here when the game is playing, when the game is going. All right, we got to get M2, number 12, and K2 21. Where's 12? There's 12. I only see waist armor on the top left. Oh, right. Not right this second. I mean, like when we're on our start screen or the BRB screen, it'll have the instructions at the top. $21. Sorry, getting distracted here. I love talking to you guys, chat. It's easy for me to like forget what we're like trying to build a Gundam here. All right, these go on the top and the bottom. All right, so I have a feeling this is going to be easier if we take the top off and just have the legs and the torso on the bottom. So here, I think. Should line up with a slot right here, I believe. Oh, yep, there it goes. All right, this one goes down over that. Perfect. Nice. Dogs can't operate MRI machines, but CAT scan. Oh, God, that one hit me sideways. I was not expecting that. That one broadsided me. 213. Oh, where is 13? Here it is. We should have a pun competition on the Discord server. Oh, our little cool pistons going away. Oh, does this pop up open though? Oh, that's so cool. It's actually got a hinge that comes up. That's neat. That's so cool. This is literally the neatest model I've ever seen. A pun channel just for jokes and puns. Maybe. That's a good suggestion. Can a frog jump higher than a horse? Of course, a house can't jump. Oh, can a frog jump higher than a house? Of course, a house can't jump. Oh. Is that so the Gunpla can go to the restroom? Uh-oh. Auto mod. I'll allow it. Why did you open that crotch? Gundam must be embarrassed right now. I mean, it's not wearing any, like, we're putting the armor on right now. This Gundam clearly has no shame. Alright, we need K2, which I think is this one? Oh, nope, that's H. Where's K2? Oh, wait a minute. There we are. Sorry, I thought K2 was blue. Alright, what part number is it? 18? And M214. Is that so that the I'm not sure why Automod really doesn't like the word crotch. Like it's not a foul word. Crotch isn't vulgar. I guess because the way people use it, it's maybe there's some people who use it in a vulgar way. Not really sure. Wait till you see the thing that came out in the series during its first descent into Earth's atmosphere. Came out of the crotch section. Yeah, okay. I'm sorry. The auto mod is just like, it just doesn't like that word. Yeah, crotch is a very like common word, like especially when you're talking about like clothing and like models and yeah, that's a weird word for the auto mod to latch onto. All right. On the back, need to put this guy in first with the little protrusion pointing up, or I guess out. that. And then this part goes over it. There we go. Not sure what that's for or why that has the little two little nibs sticking out, but I guess we'll find out. Might have something to do with the mounting system for one of the weapons or something. Sparky Dinka added permitted term crotch. Don't talk about trees though. What does the fish say when he swim into the wall? It's damn. Crotch should now be whitelisted. Thank you, Sparky. I appreciate that. I am only going to say crotch when the build is needed. Yes. Crotch is permitted in the appropriate context of, you know, like, oh, your character got hit in the crotch, or oh, he's working on the crotch of the model, or I don't know. Use your best judgment, chat. I trust you. A lot of people would say I'm insane for trusting chat, but I do. I trust my chat. I have a good chat. Let's see. M2 and K2 again. Oh, it looks like we're just using mostly these for a while, so I should keep them out. M215. Okay. I could go ahead and just cut all these out ahead of time, but I feel like I would get myself confused, as is a common practice around here. Alright, K219. Especially when it comes to left-right mirrored parts. Yeah. Best to just do them one at a time as they get called on. Don't accidentally snip the little knob here. I noticed they didn't warn us. Usually they'll warn us about that. This time they're like, yeah, they get it by now. They're an expert builder by this point, right? I wonder how many individual pieces this this model is made of. Can someone look that up if anyone's counted, like how many pieces this this model actually uses? I'm really curious to know. That's cool looking. All right. We need G2 13. This guy here. Ooh, yellow plastic. I don't think we've had any yellow parts yet, other than that one little V in the little crotch area cover thing. Let's see. This is number 19. Oh, it's got a lot of parts on it. I see 18. Oh, there's 19. Just hit the mic with a sprue. Hope that didn't come through the mic. Tree crotch? Wireball? Really? 692 parts. 692. This model has 692 individual pieces. Hey, Dovahkiin, welcome in. How you doing? Sorry, I'm all exacerbated. We're just talking about how many parts this is the kit we're working on. If you're just tuning in. RX-78-2 Gundam prototype. The perfect grade unleashed. This kit is gigantic. I mean, look how big his legs are. Just look at the legs. It's so big. Such a big boy. How you doing, Dovahkiin? Mechanical groin. That's right. Chat, you're only allowed to talk about robot crotch. Apparently, according to Wireball, tree crotches are completely out of bounds. Just pre-ordered the Quicks RX-78. I refer to them as the plague bearers, especially during the pandemic. But yeah, glad to hear you're doing well, Dovahkiin. Where were we? Oh, I got distracted again. Chat, you're too much fun to talk to. Quit it. No, I'm just kidding. Don't. Please don't. Alright, that was number 1. This is number 2. How does this work? This transforms in some way. Oh, there we go. There's some... That opens up. Does this open up? I want to say I saw on the cover that this has some kind of, like, action. Oh, there it goes. Oh, that's so cool. So that separates there. And this opens up and swings out. That's such a neat little thing. What is any of this for? Like, what's the lore implications of this? Like, why does this come out? Like, it's just a... By the way, look how cool this vent looks now that we got a cover on it. I'm getting close. Isn't that neat? That looks super cool. I really like that. That turned out really well. Alright, let's get into the next section. So we need M216 and K220. Wireball, I was gonna cancel myself over that, but apparently Twitch doesn't let you do that. Yeah, Sparky, if Wireball wants it, time him out, I guess. I was gonna try an all almond diet, but that's just nuts. I have the main protagonist suit. I need all of them. I will never build that for maintenance. For repairs. Oh, apparently only Retro can punish the mods. I did not know that. I didn't know that either. Okay, in the lore, that side skirt stores those gel that came out from the red parts on the crotch for entering Earth's atmosphere. Oh, interesting. So it's the heat shielding whatever stuff they use for entry. That's neat. That's like legitimately interesting that they like thought about that. Let's see, we need number 16. By the way, there's an interesting perspective thing that I'm running into. When I'm looking at these parts on the sprues, they're big. They're like an inch long. But then as soon as I put it on here, it looks tiny. Even though, you know, it's the same, it's still like over an inch long, like from here to here, or about an inch long. But like when it's just the sprue, it looks gigantic. And then when it's on the model, it doesn't look that big. Oh man, the human brain is weird. Human brain makes no sense to me. And this is why I went into archaeology and not neuroscience. Oh, did I not bring my water over here? Oh, how am I going to hydrate? All right, let me put these parts on. And then I'm going to go grab my water. I might have left it downstairs. I hope not. I was just... Oh, why does my mouth taste weird? Oh, I'm dehydrated. Oopsie doodle. There I go, forgetting to eat and drink again. Oh, I didn't forget to eat today. I did forget to drink enough water. I was busy running around doing stuff today. And I think my whole thing, like my whole mental, like my entire mental way of being kind of got thrown off by that really weird, gross root beer float made of like whipped cream instead of actual ice cream. Like, what a weird thing to do. I still can't get over that. That's what he said. Context is why the moon looks gigantic near the horizon too. It's because you're used to 144 Gunpla, so it's mentally scaling it down. Oh, that's a good point. Maybe. And look, and look what archaeology got you. Hey, got me here. Got me here in front of you wonderful people. Got me learning about this interesting 21st century hobby, Gunpla. Way better than medieval basket weaving, I'll tell you. You know, there's that old 21st century joke about basket weaving being an easy class, but man, don't actually take basket weaving. It's actually very difficult. I mean, unless you're interested in basket weaving and the history and the cultural implications of it, like how you can learn about cultures through their like different techniques that they use for things like, you know, tool making and how they store their food and their goods. Listen, it was a good elective for my field of study. Okay, don't judge me. All right, is that together correctly? Yes. Okay. Cool. Nice. All right. Let me get that water, chat. Hold on one second. It was up here. I didn't have to go downstairs. Oh, I feel alive again. I didn't realize I was starting to shrivel up and turn to a mummy. I once submitted 10 puns to a joke competition. I really thought that with that many, one was sure to be a winner. Sadly, no pun intended. That's a winner. That's a winner. WSG gang. Hello, WSG gang. George Lucas, 55. What's up, George Lucas? How's it hanging? Welcome in. Enjoy the show. Take a load off. Grab a coffee or a tea from the bar, and enjoy as we listen to some chill hop and build Gunpla. So what is the WSG gang? Take what now? Oh, there's coffee and tea over on the welcome table. What's good? It's Saturday. It's the last day of Gunpla. We have this really awesome, cool model we're working on. Yeah, that's pretty good. I have a bunch of these electronics dusters, and I was like, what am I gonna do with these things? Because I replaced, because these things are disposable. So I bought like a professional electric duster thing. But now I know what I can do with these. I use them to blow the little plastic bits out of my way so they don't get stuck on stuff. Virtual coffee and tea, eh? I mean, yeah, it's I heard Donut doing it, and I thought it was cute, so I decided I would steal it. Shh. Don't tell Donut. Oh, yeah, there's plenty of virtual cookies. I love chocolate chip cookies. There would always be virtual chocolate chip cookies. Absolutely. Without a doubt. Oh, we're doing the side now. Oh, and it's just do both. Just do both sides. It's not even like, because these, I guess, because they're mirrored, wants to do them separately, but this one is just like, just do both. That little symbol there. It's just do the same thing on both sides, basically. So 17. Oh, I mean, that's both of these. So just get them both. And we were talking about Vampire Survivors earlier, and now I'm like, I really want to play. I might play tonight if it's not too late. And 17. I just started working on unlocking the Arcanas. I unlocked the Arcanas a couple days ago, like the ability to have them in my runs, and I haven't unlocked all of them yet. I'm like slowly working my way through the different characters, getting them level 50 trying to get to them level 50 in a run. Cookie Monster was my nickname in primary school. Oh dear. Either a very endearing story or a very sad story. I can't tell which. Because Cookie Monster is awesome. I love Cookie Monster. He's a great character. As someone who studies 21st century media, I specialize in video games, but I'm well versed in a lot of 20th century or 21st century TV shows and movies. Anything Jim Henson did or worked on was just gold. like absolute gold. He definitely did a really good job surrounding himself with the best of the best in the industry of film, TV, and special effects. I mean, he was really good friends with George Lucas. I mean, that's why there was a lot of Star Wars references to in a lot of the Muppet stuff. It's because he would just phone George Lucas and be like, "Hey, buddy, can I make this joke? Can you get your lawyers to okay it?" And he'd be like, "Sure thing, Jim." You know, what a cool thing just to have. I mean, imagine having George Lucas on speed dial. Like, that'd be so cool. Be that kind of a creative, like, person to just like be part of that world back in the 80s and 90s. That would have been so cool. I always think that, like, and this is a little biased because it's my field of study, but like, I don't know, the 80s and 90s, well, that actually makes things easier. The 80s and 90s, like, media landscape just feels so vibrant and alive in a lot of interesting ways that I think kind of started to get lost in the 2000s. That's part of why I kind of focused my area of study in 80s and 90s and early 2000s culture. I just have a lot of respect for that time period and the way they looked at media. It was a very experimental time in a lot of ways. I mean, Jim Henson, for example, was a very experimental filmmaker. Like, people don't really think about it because the Muppets are such a household name. But yeah, I mean, Jim Henson was a trailblazer. He took a lot of risks. I mean, having a whole thing based on puppets was a huge risk to start with. I mean, that's kind of why he insisted on, you know, the name Muppets being, you know, what everyone used when referring to his productions, you know, because they thought, not Jim Henson, but like the public at large thought puppets were kind of a dead children's medium. Oh man, those side little skirt armors, those look so cool. Those turn out great. It's really coming to, like, just looking at it with the armor on, it's like such a different vibe. I love it. All right. We got 40 seconds to our ad break. My Italian grandmother kept me in good supply with cookies. Oh, hold on. Let's look at Today at the bank, an old lady asked me to check her balance, so I pushed her over. Okay, that's not your strongest one, Kay. Workshop that one. My Italian grandmother kept me in good supply of cookies. The other kids caught on quickly. Needless to say, I could trade anything I wanted in lunch. Nice. All right, everyone, we're going to ad break. We'll be back in 3 minutes or so. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. See you in a bit. Hello, chat. Sorry to interrupt the battle, but we're back. And I decided on the break I would go ahead and start working on the next section of parts since we already went over them and it was just a repeat of what we had done before. So when I got the parts cut out, I'm just working on getting rid of the nubs. Nub, 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 nub. Nub, nub, nub. Cutting the nubs. Oh, also, these two get shoulder tossed. Whee! Oh, that went into my lap. Let's do this one. Let's make this one better. Ha! Oh, almost hit the camera with that one. Alright, 2 more for the pile. Alright, let's pop these bad boys on. Right, there we go. And this one. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Just noticed we didn't get the nibs off this one. The nibbly nubs. Go. Got those off of that one. Nice. Then we got this one goes on first. Nice. Look at that, chat. That's really nice looking. Although we got some nub marks right there. Try to trim those back a little. Huh. Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, it's better. Yeah, that's much less noticeable than the way it was a second ago. All right, at least to my eyes. All right, so we're done with that. All right, time for the chest armor. So, let's see. Are we gonna need these ones? Multicolor G2, yes. H, okay. It's also this one, so we'll just leave those in our rack. Now, while we were in our starting soon screen, I actually went and have picked out, made a couple piles of sprues. Let's see. 01. Oh, I grabbed N3 instead of N2. Ah, phooey. There's N2. I think N3 goes into one of the other piles coming up, so we'll just keep that off to the side here. Or, sorry, N3. So, N2, 01, U2. All right. So did everyone have a good break, by the way? Catch up on some chat here. Let's see. I found a short showcasing bicycle accessories with Gundam theme. There's even an air pump shaped as an RX-78-2 torso. Post it on the Discord in other media so other people can go look. I haven't looked for one, but I'm still surprised I haven't seen like a lunchbox that looks like a torso plane thing. Oh, the Core Fighter? Yeah, actually, I wonder why they haven't made a Core Fighter lunchbox. It is very lunchbox shaped. Like the wings fold out to store the food in the cockpit areas for a bottle. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Core Fighter Bento. Yeah, if you wanna share the shorts link, that's okay. As long as it's something safe for work and relevant to what we're talking about, you can go ahead. But thank you for asking permission first. That's always ask permission before posting a link. That's just good practice. All right, so they want us to take off the backpack. Make sure that's the first step. Yep. All right, so backpack, oof, gone. All right. Oh, they gotta start with a lot of little pieces here at the beginning. Oh, 1-2. Oh, we need to pull that. We can take the Core Fighter out, or the Core Block out. Raise that up. And, okay, so we need 01, 2, and 4. 01 is our dark one? No, it's you. That's this one, okay. So we need 01, number 2, and number 4. So number 2 and 4 right here next to each other. Our favorite red plastic. Yeah, I'll have to check that out later. Be sure to post it in the Discord as well so we can check it out later. So I can't watch it while I'm on stream because I'd have to turn like, audio and stuff, you know. Oh, of course I got a stress mark. There we go. That helped a little. All right, we're gonna have to do multi-cuts. Even on these small, little tiny gates. That's really annoying. I wonder if Bandai will ever figure out a way to make the red plastic less susceptible to stress marks. Lift the arms. Get them out of the way. Alright, so we need... This is this side. Cool. It's a plastic. Getting everywhere. I really want to get those Gundam shield to put front of my bike for air resistance. I forgot that I already a member of your Discord. I rarely open Discord. That's all right. Don't ever feel bad about not engaging with social media, because it is a well-known fact that I am very bad at social media. I'm not on it hardly ever at all. Which is good, because I don't have to worry about getting depressed from all the brain rot, social media garbage. But I'm also so disconnected from the world. It's like such a double-edged sword. I don't even really use Discord a whole ton. Not anymore, at least. I'll post every once in a while on like Rocket Sana's Discord that he runs with a couple of his friends, because they have a miniatures section. So whenever I do a Gunpla stream, I'll go over there and be like, hey guys, look what we built today. That's fun. These panels are so detailed. I love them. All right, these go. Where do these go? On the fronts? All right. Oh, it's gonna cover up our cool little grates. Oh, goodbye, cool grates. Oh, the grates are so cool. I wish they were more exposed. Maybe they'll show up later when we... Because I know the torso extends as part of getting the core fighter out. So maybe they'll become more visible when you do that. Okay, we need 1 and 3. These guys. Oh, we're done with this one. Haha. Whee! Onto the pile it goes. You know what else I'm surprised I haven't seen like anywhere? Gundam bike motorcycle helmets. Yeah, actually, I haven't either. Gundam helmet do exist, but it's not really safe using it. Got those small eye holes. Well, like a mask, red chin, big piddly yellow. You know, I bet you could get someone to custom paint you a motorcycle helmet. Like a red Zaku, like Char custom, like, would be really cool. And you can get the visors shaded and tinted. Like you can have designs put on visors. So you could do like the mono eye. I think that'd be pretty sweet. You could have like the like chin part of the helmet have like painting of the armored little pipes coming up to the front, where you could have like where your vents are. You could paint the front of the Zaku's like helmet on there, or not helmet, the Zaku's air filtration system, I think it is. The Zaku is such a cool and awful like mech at the same time, because it's a mass-produced mech, so it's, you know, got a lot of limitations. Oh no, we're still in the front. Okay, I'm confused. Are we saying this goes here? Oh yeah, I guess it does. And this one goes here. All right, we need N numbers. What's that? 2 and 7. Five and 7. Wait, there's no 2. If I was into motorcycles, I would definitely look into getting a custom paint job done on a helmet. But yeah, motorcycles are a fun and interesting hobby, but I do not want to be out on the roads, especially with like all the AI quote-unquote self-driving cars. Not to mention just people are very bad at driving in general. This is about as hot a take as you will hear from me on this channel, but I do not like self-driving cars. I think they are a bad technology. Like, I don't think that the sophistication of hardware is there yet to make it super viable for a mass market product. Like, it's gonna be either like super niche and kind of die on the vine, or it's gonna get pushed out really cheaply and there's gonna be a lot of accidents that happen. I don't know if there is I would say a thin, the Venn diagram of Gunpla fan and motorcyclist. I wouldn't say that's super thin. Probably a lot of people out there who love motorcycles and also Gunpla. Heck, I think doesn't Rocket Sauna have a motorcycle? Now I'm second guessing myself on that one. All right. Got some torso armor. All right. Now for the back. Oh, I need to drink some more water here, chat. So I'm on a medication. Oh, we're done with this one. Haha! To the pile. I'm on some medication that makes me super dehydrated. And it also makes it so that when I get dehydrated, my mouth tastes funny. Kind of like this weird metallic taste. I know that's like the weirdest side effect ever. But yeah, apparently the weird metallic taste has something to do with the dehydration. It like stops saliva production or something, and like then you just start tasting all these weird flavors when there's no, like, it's almost like you're hallucinating a bunch of weird flavors because there's no saliva in your mouth. Or at least that's what Google told me. Google could be lying. Remind you to drink water? Drink water, Wireball. You reminded me to drink water. Oh, sorry. I totally misread that. Hydrate! Cheers. Ah. I love my giant jug of water. I need to drink from it more often. Yeah, thank you for the hydrate. Itsumi? So I noticed something. One side goes... Ah! Oh, yikes. Thanks for the avalanche, I think? Oh, sorry. So, before that happened, you notice, like, the torso's crooked? Like, this side won't go up as high as that side. I feel like that's important. We should probably address that before we get too far along. There might be a part that's, like, misaligned or something. Take the arms off. Yeah, there's like a gap right here. See that, chat? There's like a gap right there. Whereas on this side, there's a gap, but it's not as big. It almost doesn't even have a gap. Huh. What could that be? What could be causing that? I wonder. Aw, thank you for the follow, PC Gamer Ultimate. Welcome to the collective. Keys to the scout vehicles are at the security desk down on the right. What Gundam? The RX-78-2. Perfect Grade Unleashed. But we're currently investigating an issue. I can actually feel it catching on something. Yeah, there's something not... No. I think I see what might be part of the problem. Hold on, let me take these armor plates off that we just connected. Oh, now it won't come off. Yeah, old grandpa. This is 1/60th. Yeah, look at this. Look at just the legs. It's a chunker. He's a chunky boy. I can't get this off now. How did it even go on? It, like, really in place. I can see stress marks here from where I'm pulling at it, so I'm gonna stop pulling at it. I think this piece isn't going on completely. No, there's definitely something more going on. Also, one of our plates came off. Oops. Is this one? Yeah, it was this one. big boy. You need more tweezers. I do. That usually helps. Hey, Professor Grimm, welcome in. I might have to disassemble this more to get down into this mechanism. Figure out why it's not doing what it should do. I don't remember how this part goes together. Yeah, actually, something's definitely going on because this side opens more too. You see that? Like this side opens more. Like this side goes further down than this side. This like is like jammed up. And it also closes more. So like the range of motion on this side is like all messed up compared to the other side. See that? See how far that opens up? And then this side is just like not even half that. Yeah, there's definitely something going on. How do I pull it apart? I feel like I really do need to get this plate off. Out too. Oh, I think I see part of the problem. Look, chat. There's a little ball right there. I don't know if you can see it, but see how it's flush everywhere? And then on this side, there's a big gap. It's like this part isn't fitting into this joint correctly. Oh, how did we not notice that before? No, this is a perfect grade unleashed. Professor Grimm. Yeah, we gotta backtrack. We gotta get in there and figure out how to fix that joint. That's really important. That really sets us back. At least it's not too hard to backtrack. At least these panels come off fairly easily. That's so frustrating that we messed something up so far back in the build. Perfect grade unleashed? Where does it sit in the grades? It is the gradiest grade. It is the most highly articulated and detailed model they make. So like, look, it's got like moving, all the parts you'd expect to move. But it's also got all these like cool details, like these pistons you can see. It's got a bunch of like maintenance panels that move and open up. It's got like these cool metal accents that you can see through the little vents and things. So something I should keep my sorry butt away from? No way. Go. I mean, if you think it's cool looking, go for it. I don't think you should hold back. Just take it slow, follow the directions. You'll get there. Oh, well, that just came off with the whole part. That's okay. We kind of need to take that off anyway, so. Actually, maybe that's the answer to pull these off. Put their plate on them. Just put them together. Put them back on together. Alright, how do I keep pulling this apart? I think I need these upper torso parts off. I mean, I'm definitely glad I noticed this now and not like when we had the whole model completed, because that would have been really frustrating. Oh no. Threw that at my laptop by accident. Alright, let's see. Pull this off and these two panels off next. Yep. Go. Oh, those just flied right off. Or flew right off. Alright, I think this one next. Alright, came off fairly easily. We're close. I think this pops off. There we go. All right, we got to the joint. Okay. Ah! I found the culprit. We got a nub on there I forgot to cut off. Well, that'll do it. I know myself well enough to know I'd probably get to a point where something needs to stay, and I'd probably reach for something super glue. I normally build miniatures like Warhammer and like, oh, that's cool. Make sure these are nice and clean. I think this is our working side. think it's already pretty good. Actually, you know what I should do? Instead of doing that, get our sanding sticks. Let's hit it with a 400. Old line around that. There's like a whole like that is like a giant. Yeah, see there? I did it all right. Well, for those of you new, you got to see what the insides of this guy look like. Get to see some of the earlier steps that you missed. And I'm just gonna hit this with this a little bit along these mold lines just to make sure it's moving smooth. All right, there we go. So let's put it all back together. So yeah, I'll leave this type of Gundam kit to those that will appreciate it a bit more than me. I mean, that's fair, Professor. Oh, speaking of Gundam, though, did you hear about the tabletop game that Bandai is making for Gundam? I did, actually. I heard I heard about it a couple weeks ago. It looks kind of neat. I don't know if I'll play it. Oh, yeah, now it's fitting in there perfectly flush. I don't know if you remember, if I can get this to show. But yeah, you see it's in that ball joint's in there perfectly now. Let's get the other one. Where'd the other one go? Here it is. Okay, yeah, now they're both sitting in there very nicely. Huh. Alright, let's see if we can reassemble this guy. Ah! Speaking of super glue, I forgot we broke a part the other day, and I had to super glue it on. So I'm gonna have to super glue it on again. So let me scrape off that old super glue and get the super glue. Yeah, I'd absolutely forgotten that that part was held, like, we busted that nub and I had to super glue it. think it's easier to put it in this way. Maybe? Can't tell. Assembling things out of order, definitely not easy. I think we managed it though. Nope, not even close. All right, let me see. I need to pop that in there and. All right, there we go. Ah, it popped out again. There we go. That got it back into place correctly. All right, both sides move evenly. It was a bit of a struggle there, chat, but we made it eventually. All right, yeah, here's the part that's had to be super glued. Get that old super glue off. Have you seen the trailers? Yes, I have seen the trailers. The miniatures look really cool. I might just collect the miniatures. I don't know if I'll play the game. Actually, speaking of Warhammer, I kind of did that with Warhammer. I collected the figures. I would, paint models and things, but I never actually enjoyed playing the game itself. No hate against people who enjoyed the game. It's a fun game. Just not my style of game. I'm not much into the tactics stuff. Like I don't like games that last super long. I heard there's isn't there like a Warhammer skirmish rules where you play with just a couple figurines instead of like a big army? I might have dreamed that. It actually says called Kill Team. Oh, cool. Yeah, Kill Team sounds familiar. I think that's what it was. Oh, chat, looks like we've got a break coming up. You know what that means? Snack time. Ow! 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 My... Ow! Oh! 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 Ah! That, like, went right there, like, right where the nail meets the, like, cuticle. Oh! Just jammed it right in there. Oh, that's... that's smart. Imagine using Gunpla in tabletop sci-fi setting in place of actual real in-world robots. Oh, I'm okay. Bounce. Oh, no, don't get the bone saw. Oh my god. No! Ah, this guy came out. I made this fit so well, now it won't stay in. Or sorry, I made it fit so I freed up the ball joint a little too much. Now it won't stay in place. Oh, that's annoying. I gotta get this guy put back together so those parts stop flopping out. Let's see if I can get this back to where it was before the break. But yeah, I'm gonna go. We're gonna take an extra long break because I'm gonna go get some. I'm gonna go get myself a milkshake. Chat, I'm gonna go get a milkshake. So you'll have to hold tight while I go do that. Hopefully it doesn't take very long. I don't think it will. Well, usually we take a 15-minute break to go snack and everything. Thank you for the follow. Was that Professional Grimm? Oh, Professor Grimm. Hey, thank you for the follow, Professor Grimm. If you need your educational credentials, see the security officer on floor 4. Academics get special access to. But yeah, welcome to the collective. Out of curiosity, are your links open? Only asked because I have one Gundam that I have built that I'm proud of. Yeah, go ahead and share that link while we're taking our break, and when we get back, I'll figure out why these parts aren't coming together correctly. All right, we'll be back. Don't go anywhere, chat. I'll see you soon. Hey Chad, I'm back. Sorry, it took a little longer than I thought. I got a little lost in the moment. Did y'all have fun while it was going? I see y'all were playing a lot of the fighter game. Also, sorry if I turned the music off when I was in the car. It kept trying to turn the music for Spotify on in my car, and I was like, no, put it back on my desktop. Poor Chad can't have just silence while I'm gone. Sorry, I'm putting my gloves on. I had to put on a new pair of gloves. That'd have been weird if I had showed up at the ice cream place in like a green screen suit and like gloves. And I got my milkshake. Oh, I just spilled some on myself. No! All right, got a napkin. Gonna need that probably. All right, put my headphones back on. I got a vanilla with malt and chocolate syrup. It is quite yummy. Is this the left side? No, it's... All right, let's finish reassembling our poor Gundam torso here that we had to viciously rip apart to fix a mistake from way back in the beginning of the build process. Now, I did notice that for some reason these parts aren't lining up correctly, so I think I need to pull this up. But yeah, thank you so much for being patient, chat. Bloodshed. It kept cutting out? Yeah. Sorry. I noticed it cut out a couple of times. I actually switched over to YouTube Music while I was driving after it kept trying to interrupt the stream's music. And here's the thing, Spotify just automatically wants to play whenever I'm in the car. So I would pause it, switch it back to desktop, start it again, make sure it was playing on desktop, switch to YouTube Music, start a song, you know, put my phone down, and then it would play the song, and it would get through that song, and I didn't like, you know, would come up with the next song, I'd be like, I don't want to listen to the song, and I'd unlock my phone. And the second I unlocked my phone, it would Spotify would pop up and be like, switching to your car audio, and I was like, no, stop. So I basically just had to let it go and just do its own thing and just like not engage. Yeah, that part's not seating. Yeah, this is supposed to go in further. Why is it not? Pull it back and take a look. Maybe something's not lined up right. There we go. Yeah, there's a little nub that goes up under. And without that, I guess it wasn't able to sit flat and flush to where it was supposed to be. Wait. Oops. That was supposed to go on first. I just pull this up a little. All right. Those fit nicely together now. Okay, cool. Yeah, I think that was like a chain reaction of like one thing wasn't seated correctly and like everything around it just fell apart. But yeah, I got this I've never had this before, but yeah, it's vanilla ice cream with chocolate syrup and then malt. And it's really yummy. I drank most of it on the way home. I pretty much chugged the thing. All right, I think we're good on that. That crisis has been averted. Yeah, okay. Everything's fitting together well now. Perfect. We can pop our head back on. And we can continue where we left off. Oops, forgot one piece. There we go. Yeah, now the torso fits evenly. Oh, come on. It keeps coming out. I think the core fighter helps keep those doing that. Yeah, like when the core fighter's in there, it won't move at all. Or wait. What in the world? Now what's wrong? Now the torso doesn't want to move at all. What did I do? What have I done, chat? What have I done? Oh, there we go. All right, we're just going to leave it in that locked position. We'll come back to this later. Right now, I just want to move forward. What do you call the security guard of Samsung? Guardian of the Galaxy. Wow. All right, that was a good one. That was a good one. That was clever. That was clever. I can't even say anything. Oh, they actually want us to take the head off as part of this procedure. Okay. Well, let's pull the head off. Oh, you're supposed to move the shoulders first, then you can pull the back piece off. Oopsie. I did that out of order. All right, so what do we need? We need G1516. Start there. You already broke the torso? Yeah. Torso is just not cooperating. Excuse me. I've just been fighting this lungu nonstop, chat. I think it's because I haven't been sleeping well. I've been super bad about sleep the last couple of weeks, years, forever. It's just so easy to be bad at sleeping. Dairy will not help lungu. Oh, yeah. Oh. We're very right about that, Sparky. I should have thought of that. I've just been craving a, like... Ever since I had that, like... root beer float, I was like, man, I really want ice cream. And so, you know, the root beer float was so unsatisfying. I just couldn't let it go. This craving, I couldn't let it go unanswered. So I heard something very interesting the other day. I was watching a video essay by, well, I guess I wouldn't say a video essay, but a video by Hank Green. And he was talking about social media and food, and kind of trying to come up with an analogy for kind of like explaining, like, are you becoming basically the commodity being sold to addict people to the internet? And he talked about this idea of the elephant rider hypothesis or model for the brain or consciousness, where essentially you are not in complete control of your body and your, you know, as much as we like to think that we are in complete control, it's more like we're riding an elephant. Like our mind, our consciousness is a person sit atop an elephant. That elephant is our body, and we can definitely try to steer the elephant, and for the most part, it listens to what we say, but it's going to go where it wants to go, and we're not going to have much say in the matter. You know, this idea that we have this perfect control of our bodies, and, you know, with just enough willpower, is kind of a false idea. I think it's an idea that people have in their heads because it's very comforting to think that you're in complete control. And it's also an easy out for when other people do something. You can just, you know, oh, they should have had more willpower. They should have been, you know, made better decisions. You know, it was an interesting take on it, on the idea. Speaking of temptation, let me finish off this milkshake. I hope the slurps didn't come through. I'm really hoping the noise canceling cut that out. All right, let's get some water to wash down the dairy. I found a book called How to Solve 50% of Your Problems, so I bought 2. That's kind of clever. I like that. Oh no, I get you. Sometimes it's worth the suffering. I heard lime, lemon, calamansis juice can help with lungu. What the heck is calamansis juice? Mancy? Calamancy? Wait, you did hear the slurpy slurps? Uh-oh. That's not good. Oh, I love the bust. Like the head bust kind of look we have here with the shroud. That's so cool. But we should move on. Oh, wants us to put the head back on. Okay. Do that. Head back in place. Put the retaining bracket back on. Lock the shoulders back in place. All right, what's next? Oh, this has been lowered. All right, so 1, we have to do this. 2, we have to do this. 3, we have to do this. Oh, these are little individual little fins. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is gonna be tough. We gotta be careful how we cut these as well. All right, so we need H. It's a small lime fruit. Oh, okay. Oh boy. Oh boy. All right. Oh boy. These parts are very tiny. All right, so can't tell if it wants the nub out. It looks that way. But let me look at the... Okay, cool. So the picture here, it shows the little protrusion right there coming out. So... Nice. All right, we're gonna need number 22. By the way, don't talk spoilers, but anybody see the final episode of G-Quux? I did. I sure watched it. I liked it a lot. But again, no spoilers, chat. Okay, you watched it? Did you like it? Oh, we need 2 22s. Okay. I have to say, I think G-Quux had one of the more satisfying endings to a Gundam show that I have seen. Okay, so we need to do H7, G17. So H. Or no, oh, we had G. We need it anyways. Let's see, number 17. That's this one on this side. Let's cut that gate off. And we need H7. There's 7. Plot twist after plot twist. It's a staple in Hideyoki Anno masterpiece. I think they did a really good job. I was very happy with it. I was really hoping for something like G-Quux from Requiem for Vengeance. I was a little disappointed Requiem for a Vengeance was a Requiem for Vengeance? Requiem of Vengeance? Whatever it was. I don't know. It was good. It was worth watching, but it was not amazing. Like, I was really expecting a little bit more from it. Maybe that was unfair. Set my expectations very high. Just had such a really cool premise. Requiem for Vengeance. I might have set myself up for disappointment. Because I was comparing to something like, Thunderbolt December Sky. Which we were talking about on the Discord today. That movie will hurt you. It will reach through the screen and just hurt you. But it's so good. Oh no, one of the fins popped off when I was putting this on. Crapola. Can I get it back in place? No. Looks like it fell completely out of place. Crud. December Sky is just that a good movie? Yeah, true. It's a good movie. It made me want to go pick up the manga, though. I haven't. But, I don't know, I kind of want to go read more about what happens with the... with Daryl and the Psycho Gundam and... the Psycho Zaku. I've got a friend over in Japan I asked to keep an eye out for... what is it? Bandit something? The sequel movie. There we go. That's on there. Nice now. And you can move the fins around, which I think is super, super cool. It was 22, 24. Huh. Check that out, chat. Doesn't that look cool? No, Thunderbolt, the December Sky is the first one. Oh, the second one's like Bandit something. I don't know. But I looked for it on eBay and it was like $200. People are asking like a ton of money for that movie, like the English printing or the American release printing. But I read that the Japanese release has the English subs and dubs on it anyways, so I was just like, hey, you know, if you're out somewhere and you happen to see this DVD or this Blu-ray, you know, grab it for me. I'll pay for you to ship it to me. Because no matter what the shipping cost, it's going to be way cheaper than $200. What'd you think of the second? So you thought the second one was just good. What'd you think of the first one? The first Thunderbolt movie? Both the same for you? Oh, I really, really liked the first Thunderbolt movie. I thought it was excellent. I watched it 3 times already. I own it on Blu-ray. I'm really trying to convince a buddy of mine to watch it. He recently lent me the Stardust Memories DVDs he had, which was very cool of him. Man, Stardust Memories was also kind of wild. What was that? 0083 Stardust Memories, I think is the full title. Stardust Memories was cool. It was really interesting to see like all the setup for Zeta Gundam and how the Titans came to be and like what happened to the majority of the, you know, because in Zeta you're like, why is the Federation so strapped for like resources? And it's like, oh now it all makes sense. Chad, I'm really getting a headache here. This really blows. We definitely need to pick up the pace and get this taken care of. Brain freeze? No, I wish it was brain freeze. Then it would go away quickly. No, this is like, I think I'm starting to get a migraine. It's over here coughing, got a migraine. What's happened to me, Chad? I'm literally falling apart. Must be something weird in the time stream that's I'm allergic to. I did like that what's his face from Zeta Gundam, the bad guy, made a appearance in G-Quux. I was actually just talking to my friend about the Stardust memories and how that all went down. And I was like, yeah, you can always tell. Like we were talking about bad guys in Gundam, and you're like, there's like always like two types of bad guys in Gundam. There's ones that are like sympathetic bad guys that you're supposed to kind of like anti-heroes, and they're usually like pretty boys, handsome, dashing, charismatic. And then there's the dudes that you're just supposed to just revile, and they usually have like very square jaws, and they talk real gruff, and they treat people real bad, and like. What in the world happened here? Did this come out of the post? I don't like that you can just push them all over. It's very silly. Oh, is this not seated correctly? No, I think that's seated correctly. Yeah, maybe the fins just don't stay in their little... Huh. So something doesn't feel right. Sneaking away for a few minutes to come say hi. How's the build going? Pretty good. We're making a lot of progress. This is where we're at now, Julian. I saw you go live earlier. Sorry I couldn't drop by and watch. I hope people from our Discord stopped by to say hi. But yeah, we had some setbacks. It turned out I had messed up one of the joints in here, so we had to basically disassemble the entire torso to get to it, so I could fix it. But I also think these vents aren't sticking in place correctly. I might need to pull this back off. And yeah, I might be having an oncoming migraine. Oh, it's seated correctly. Is there something here that's not seated correctly? Did I have some debris in there? Aw, thank you for the hydrate, Cerulean. Cheers. All right, chat, we're going to another commercial break. We come back from the commercial break. We're going to finish up the torso. We're going to finish the backpack, finish the arms, and then we're going to call that good for Gunpla month. So, hey, don't go anywhere. We'll be back in 3 minutes. Be sure to get yourself a snack. Take a little rest. Stretch your legs. Use the bathroom. Go cuddle a pet. Hug a loved one. Text a friend. Check your Discords. All that fun stuff. And we'll be back in a couple minutes. Hey, welcome back, chat. Gotta put another glove on. I ripped my glove apart by accident. Yes, tough break, Julian. Yeah, the spear is definitely OP. The spear and the pitchfork. Like if someone has the pitchfork or the spear, it's basically GG. While we were on break, I went ahead and started cutting pieces out and putting them on the step we need them. Now I just clean them up. And we can put them on. Yeah, spear is definitely OP weapon. I mean, if you think about it, pretty much everything is a spear. At least all the best weapons are spears. What's a pike? Spear with an axe head on it. What's a glaive? Oh, it's a spear with a sword on it. What's a pike? Just a really, 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 really big spear. What is a firearm? Something that throws a spear. A very, very tiny spear, very, very quickly. Yeah, that's got me thinking about, if someone wanted to make an RPG that was like a tabletop RPG that was super realistic. And they wanted to kind of model the damage system after D&D, where you have like bashing, piercing, and slashing. Well, if you want to make it realistic, you can make piercing damage have a % chance to just do an insta kill. Bashing damage could heavily impact your stats. And then slashing damage had a chance to cause disease, from infection. The weird thoughts of an archaeologist's mind. My buddy who owned a hobby shop just tell me that RG Shiny already released. Oh. Or Shining. Cool. It was Jover. Yes, very Jover. Oh, so our little talk about 80s and 90s culture. We're talking about movies and TV shows. I also forgot to mention music is another interesting thing about that time period. There, late 21st century. Or sorry, late 20th century, early 21st century music Yahoo Music was like, hey, you want to listen to Linkin Park, Breaking Benjamin, and System of a Down? And I was like, oh, what joy. I shall. Thank you. Oh, strange algorithm. That would be lovely. Yeah, please proceed. I swear, I think it heard us talking, chat. Ooh, this person likes 80s and 90s media. Let's give them some. Let's give them some. Which I guess Linkin Park's like early 2000s, not really 90s or 80s. I think. Was Linkin Park in the early 2000s? I don't actually know. All right, let's actually put some of these parts on. All right, let's see. This guy goes. All right, there's steps. All right. So 1. This 2 is putting these on. I don't have to swing the arms out. I just took the arms completely off. Come on. There we go. Oh, it's like a little bit of doing to get lined up. Neat. Oh, heck yeah. Coming together. All right. what's next? This goes on here, I assume. That'd be easier if I pull it out a little ways from the torso. Oh no. Ah, I see. Interesting. So when the shoulder moves forward, this plate lifts up. And it's actually looks like it's meant to do that. Because I can see it's got a little track to move right there, to slide up and down. Yeah, see? Huh. That's interesting. Just make it look a little more dynamic when it moves. All right. Our blue boy is coming together. I always found it interesting that they referred to the RX-78-2 as the White Devil. I always saw the RX-78 as more blue than white. Huh. Excuse me. All right, you go under here, it seems. Okay, interesting. I guess you're a little cockpit door. Yes, I think that's just like that. Oh yeah, cool. Nice. That's exactly what that was. It was the cockpit entrance. Oh. Really starting to run on fumes here, chat. Oh, by the way, I did order some more kits. I pre-ordered some of the 30-minute mission armor core kits that are coming out soon. And I also ordered a couple kits that are already out. Because I want to come up with a custom design. Like a custom AC. And do like a paint job, like put it together from the different parts from the different kits, and then paint it. Ah, shoot. I put a bad stress mark on that there. Oh, it won't be visible, so that's good. Nice. There we go. This piece here. I like that. All right. Get those out of our way. All right, we need you to... I need to stop breaking my rack over here. My sprue holder. All right. Double fives and a 6. Six out of there. And 4s, and 5s. 5. So here they are. 5s. I had to figure out how to clear a jam from the printer. The spool of filament had a couple of hard, brittle spots that didn't go well through the bend in the feed tube. Oh, is it an old roll? Did it get exposed to moisture or something? Looks like I'll have a monitor stand in about 30 minutes. Nice. Backpack time. Come on now. Am I doing something wrong? Does it want to go into the Am I putting him in upside down? No. And then like this. And this goes here. I hope there's another piece that helps hold these in, because that's definitely not very stable. All right. We need the 4s. Might be. It's PLA, which is supposed to be fairly resistant when it comes to moisture, but it did have a couple of thankfully small brittle spots. I checked the portion I removed. The rest of it bends properly instead of snapping. Well, that's good. I've actually had problems with the PLA and moisture, but I also lived in an incredibly moist place, Florida. So moisture was just kind of an issue all the time for everything. Thankfully, I don't live in Florida anymore. No offense to anyone who lives in Florida, but I'm much happier where I am now. Alright, we gotta do something about these little flaps. That also doesn't look like it's fitting completely flush down over this, where these posts are. Oh. Just noticed there was some debris stuck in this. There we go. That wasn't on all the way. All right, done with that page. All right, we've got you. So this is you two, isn't it? Yeah. Let's see, 2-8. What time is it? Oh, it's 12:30, chat. Oh, we might have to hold here. I think I'm out of juice. We may have to finish up the RX-78 on Saturday coming up next week. Oh, I'm glad you think so, Airball. Yeah, we'll finish up the backpack, and then we'll have to head out. I was really hoping we could get the arms done, but yeah, it's just a little bit more than we could get done. And if on Saturday, if it turns out it was like another 10-15 minutes, we'll spend the rest of the stream building something else. Maybe we'll start in the Psycho Zaku. Speaking of Thunderbolt, I've been really wanting to put that model together. But I still gotta like get my so tomorrow I'm getting the shelving units I need to set up the paint room so I can start doing airbrushing without having to be outside in the 100-degree weather. I'll post some pictures of it on the Discord once I get it all set up. There we go. Now they work. Yeah, there we go. I left a little bit of nubbin on these guys. All right, let's see. Chat, I did something out of order again. I just realized these were supposed to go on before I put those side panels on. I got too far ahead of myself. Yeah, we're definitely ending stream after I finish this. I'm just loopy. I may play some Vampire Survivors tonight, but I'm not sure if I'm feeling it. All right, let's see if I can. Ah, now you don't fall off. All right, let's see what we can do here. Just get myself a little clearance in here. Might not even have to take the whole thing off. Yeah, there we go. Very cool. So that part popped off and flew off my balcony down to the first floor. Crick, crick, crick. Two windmills were sitting on a hill. One asks the other, "Do you have a favorite song?" The other replies, "Well, all my life, I've been a heavy metal fan." Thank you, Kay. Thank you for all your jokes tonight. They were quite inspiring. But y'all are going to have to hold on a second while I go see if I can find that part that I just flung into the void. Hopefully I'll get real lucky. Give me just a second, chat. I got lucky, chat. It landed on the stairs. Like right in the middle of a step too, so it was very like, well, hello there. It was very we got extremely lucky, chat. Oh, look at that. That's so cool. That's super rad. We got one last piece and we're done. This one right here. Then I'm gonna go watch some Thab came out with a video where he played Ogre Battle, but like sometime last year or 2023, I think. But yeah, his YouTube video about Ogre Battle came out. I was watching that last night. It's quite compelling. Very long video though. I kind of like longer videos. Reminds me this weekend. When I go to post shorts for next week, I need to go get some VODs posted too. They've been kind of piling up. Also, I gotta check on Panda. I haven't heard from them in a little while. Alright, so we should hear snap. So we did. Oh, that's cool. A little backpack opens up. There's no real storage space in there, but it opens. Put our backpack on. Nice, nice. Let's, oops, careful. Oh yeah, whee! Oh, it fell in my chair. Oh no. All right, onto the pile. Okay, you need to post VODs before shorts. There, I already reminded you. Thanks, Kay. I appreciate it. All right, let's... I'm gonna have to get a vacuum cleaner out here and clean all this dust up, or all these little plastic bits up. Oh. Trying to balance our boy. Put his arms back on. All right, look, chat. The skinless arms, yeah, poor skinless arms. But yeah. Oh, by the way, I know last stream I forgot to put the little red discs on the bottoms of the feet, but I remembered and put them both in after stream. But yeah, here's our guy. Here's our progress. Get a nice still shot for the for the thumbnail for the VOD. All right, chat. Let's head over to our end screen. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for coming by. I really appreciate it. Mods, can we get a raid message going? Will I find someone to raid? Let's see, who's streaming? Wait, was that AXA? Is AXA streaming right now? Oh my god, AXA's yapping then coat locker. Oh, let's oh, is AXA, Coobs, Haven? Oh, they're all streaming together. Yeah, let's definitely raid them. Beware flinging Gunpla parts off your balcony. It's all you are, ball. I'm running on fumes. Too late in the tank to think anymore. Me too, Sparky. Agreed. All right. Notice my raid message includes beware a lot. They do. Oh, I'm gonna tell that no pun intended joke. Do it, Kay. Do it. I dare you. I double dare you. I double dog dare you. I triple dog, triple dare. My brain's leaking. My brain's leaking. Aw, thank you for the headpass, Terulian. I had a lot of fun tonight, guys. And gals, and non-binary pals. I hope you did too. Let's roll our credits so we can give some credit. Oh yeah, professional. Oh no, why did they stop? They went away. Ah! No, not the bats! Oh, thank you to Professor Grimm, PC Gamer Ultimate, for joining the collective. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. We're approaching 400 followers. Oh my gosh, that's insane. Pat Bats, the Pat Bats, Derulian patented Pat Bats. That's if I can chat in there. Still haven't verified phone yet. Well, good luck. I hope you can. All right. And a special super thank you to our engineering experts on the assembly line at Site 6. Side 6. Putting together this secret... helping to put together this secret weapon for the Federation. Sparky Dinka and Wireball. Best mods in the business, hands down. And y'all are the best chatters in the business. So thank you so much for being here, coming out, supporting Gunpla. Thanks to everyone who came by and chatted and cheered me on and groaned at my terrible repeated mistakes. But hey, we fixed all our mistakes. That's all that matters. So anyways, say hi to AXA and have a great night, everyone. Bye.